yeah, I was just telling everybody that we are doing a best console launch game lineup type of situation here, and you went down there and got your thing, and we're going to be talking the things. So why don't you tell us what you got over there?
Okay, so you want me to go with mine first?
Yeah,
Okay, so
since you've got props and everything.
I feel like my favorite game launch, or sorry, my favorite console launch is the Dreamcast. So here's this bad boy right here. It's yellowed. It's been sitting around a lot, but it's awesome. This thing has a whole bunch of really cool games for it. Um, if you guys look in my thing here, there's one of them right there. It's a Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. I'll actually grab it right now. Just it's right there, right? I might as well.
Yep, that's one of the launch titles right there. A really good one. Man, Dreamcast had an insane, launch catalog, and just
Yeah,
in
the
general, Dreamcast is rad.
Sonic Adventure is this is an amazing game. It's funny when I first got this on Christmas, the disc didn't work. I had to trade it in 2 to 3 times to get one that worked. It kept not working, so GameStop bought Software Etc., which is a store where I got mine from, and I turned it in there twice and it didn't work. And I went to Walmart. They took it, and I got one that worked. But yeah, Sonic Adventure. It was the perfect launch title, and there was more than that. But this had online functionality too. The Dreamcast is just an amazing console. This is the broadband adapter here. If you guys look on my TV there, I have the normal dial-up modem. But yeah, this thing's awesome. If you look at mine, mine's actually modded. It has the SD card that you put in instead of the CD chip there. But yeah, this Dreamcast right here is, I'd say, probably worth about $600. It's had a lot of
My
yeah,
God.
it's had a lot of modifications done to it. It's heavily modified. It has aftermarket Noctua fans in it. It has like the bells, the whistles, everything done to this that you would want to do. I played Fantasy Star Online with it, which I actually have that game right there, as well. But yeah, beyond that, it had Soul Calibur, NFL 2K, NBA 2K, Ready to Rumble Boxing, which was a fucking pretty fun game. Power
Yep.
Stone, which was a console exclusive and was an awesome 3D like arena fighter. House of the Dead 2, which was a um, arcade perfect port. Tokyo Extreme Racer, which was a really fun game. Hydro Thunder, which showed up on a lot of other games lately afterwards and was really fun. Pin Pin, try whatever. Tressalon, Blue Stinger, Arrow Wings, Flag to Flag, Monaco Grand Prix, Trick Style, Test Drive 6, WF Attitude, which was the best version of that game, by the way. NFL Blitz
Yep.
2000 and Virtual Fighter 3TB. Awesome lineup, great games, just a shit ton of them. Not a lot of exclusives, but it had pretty much you covered on every single basis.
Yep. I mean, it's hard to argue against that. And I literally almost picked Dreamcast, but my choice for me slightly edged it out. Yeah.
Well, what was
And
that?
well, it was the legendary PlayStation 2, which TJ has there. And
This is a very
man,
dirty one. I got it out of a basement. As you see, I haven't even cleaned it. Or no, it was in an attic, and it doesn't work. This is just a prop mainly right here. I do have another PS2 in the room, which as you talk, I'm going to grab and show it to them. I just wanted to show them the base
yeah,
one. Keep on talking, Dave.
I really want to get the there's like a midnight blue that I have seen. And I got a lot of love for PlayStation 2. I feel
The
like that
midnight
it
blue and the
was
ocean blue. Ocean blue looks awesome
yeah,
too.
the ocean blue also looks awesome. I kind of feel like PlayStation 2 for me was the last time that I really, really, really cared about a system launch. Like obviously when like PlayStation 3 and 4 came out, there's a certain degree of hype that comes into all that stuff, especially when you're a fan of the systems. But PlayStation 2 was the last time that I was just like had omega levels of hype for something to come out. And then
I'm showing the silver one
you
now.
know,
This is a PAL console, by the way. It's plays European games, but it's modded, so it plays whatever.
ooh, Hell yeah. TJ out here. He's got all the fancy toys. Um I had heard rumors, before we jump into this, that we will be seeing a PlayStation 2 mini. Um that would be really cool. I don't know how true that is or isn't, but if you're out there, Sony, and you hear this, you got at least two that you would sell to me and TJ. You know,
Yeah, and the minis
uh,
are awesome because you can mod them later and have a whole bunch of
yep.
games on them. Fun
Well,
stuff.
it's before I jump into my list here. Yeah, it's funny you were talking to me about my minis because I've got the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and PlayStation, and like I've barely used them. I played them when they first came out, and then I put them in a drawer, and that's where they've sat since then. And it's just come to find out that they're valuable and cool. At some point, I'll bust them back out and start playing them. I mean, one of the cool things about it is they're HDMI.
Yeah.
So you
Yep.
just they're what upscaled or whatever they've done to make it look a little better on modern televisions. So that's a cool feature. But anyway, circling back, PlayStation 2 for me, greatest console launch of all time. We're going to go down the list here in no particular order. I played most of the, if not all of these games. We got Armored Core 2, which was kind of like you were in like these big
Awesome game.
mech robot things. Super fun. The original Armored Core was really fun on PlayStation. And TJ is going to say that he loved this game. I know I did. Dead or Alive 2,
I was playing it
hardcore.
yesterday.
Super fun game. Was critically acclaimed at the time and still holds up, as TJ was just telling you. He was playing it yesterday. We had Dynasty Warriors 2. This one might have been a little bit more under the radar for some people,
Awesome
but
game.
a very, very cool game nonetheless. Um, I can honestly say I didn't play these next two. We had ESPN International Track and Field and ESPN Winter X Games Snowboarding.
Yeah, they
I
had
might
them.
have played the snowboarding game, but I don't know. I was more doing other kinds of gaming, not ESPN gaming. And then you had Eternal Ring, which I am not familiar with, but I don't know. You ever play that one?
Nope.
Evergrace, I also didn't play. Fantavision, I did not play.
Gun Griffin
Gun
Blaze.
Griffin Blaze
Nope.
was actually pretty fun. I did play that. My friend Chaz had that. Um, kind of fun game. It wasn't like the best of all time or anything. Then you had Kessen, which I never played. Madden 2001. Um, from probably like 96 to 2006, I consistently played every Madden that came out. And, 2001 was no exception. That would have been the year that the Buccaneers were either the defending Super Bowl champions or that would be the year that they won the Super Bowl. Either way, the Buccaneers were awesome in that year of Madden. So, that Madden, was very special to me on account of the my Super Bowl Buccaneers. And you had Midnight Club Street Racing,
It was a fun
awesome
game.
game. Super fun. Not quite as good as the like Need for Speed Underground, which came a little bit later, but still a very cool game. MotoGP was kind of like
Yeah,
a
it was
dirt
fun.
bike game that was cool. NHL 2001, the hockey games were usually pretty fun, but I didn't can't tell you that it was a great game or not. And you had Orphan, Scion of Sorcery. I never played that, but that sounds like a cool game. That might be one of those ones that when I delve back into PlayStation 2, that I give a try. Cue Ball Billiards Mastered. I actually have played this game. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. My friend Lance, his stepdad Hank had it,
Oh shit.
and he's just cool old stoner dude,
Yeah.
and he just like pool. And if there was a dart game for PlayStation 2, he'd have bought that kind of shit too. He was always about bar games and shit. Then you had Ready to Rumble Boxing Round Two, which was a pretty cool boxing game. Obviously, Ridge Racer 5 was awesome. Silent Scope, Smuggler's Run. I'm just gonna rapid fire these. Those were cool games.
Awesome game. SSX.
SSX. I don't know why that's so hard to say. Not to be confused with SSX Tricky that I believe came out later, right?
Correct.
Yep. And then one of my favorite Street Fighter for PlayStation 2 is Street Fighter EX3. Super fun game. Summoner, also a really cool game. Swing Away Golf, Tekken Tag Tournament. That was kind of when they refined Tekken into more of like the modern Tekken that we know today. Man, that was an awesome game. Time Splitters was cool.
Yeah, Time
Unreal
Splitters were fun.
Tournament, yeah, played the shit out of that. Unreal Tournament, played a lot of
Awesome.
that. Wild Wild Racing and X Squad.
Never played those last
What a
two.
lineup!
But yeah, they had something for
I
everybody.
yep. I mean, um, if you bought either one of these systems on launch day, you weren't going to be disappointed with the games that you had available to you. The only
Yeah,
thing that you were going to be disappointed in is that you couldn't buy all of the ones that you wanted.
I think so. Yeah,
Yep.
overall, like I think we nailed them. The two best launches that you could get out there.
I do find it kind of odd that at this point, Sony had established that Crash was their Mario
Yeah,
at the time. Where is our, PlayStation exclusive, like flagship guy? It's not here, which is uncommon for releases at the time, kinda. You always had your cornerstone guy. Look at TJ's Dreamcast list. Sonic Adventure, you know, Mario 64.
you can see the
These
Noctua
systems.
fan in there right now.
Oh
You see
shit.
the brown and white. I'm
Hell
showing it.
yeah.
Yeah,
TJ's out here with his awesome system. That's it's really smart actually to take these old janky fans out of there that are just as loud, if not louder, than a big old fancy Noctua fan.
yeah. But I'm glad I got this thing when I did because the chips that they went to mod these with, they don't make anymore. Same with a lot of the GameCube ones, and they have knockoffs, and the knockoffs they're getting more reliable, but they're not as good as the old ones. And if you want to get the old ones, they're fucking expensive. So I got this before it costs what it costs now, but it was still kind of expensive when I got it at the time. But I mean, all this stuff's just jumping up a lot. But yeah, I think that those are two amazing consoles, and I've been playing my PS2 a lot, and I can't wait for my upscaler to come. I'm gonna try both consoles on it, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. And we're gonna do the unboxing on here. It's not gonna be anything too crazy, but I'll just go over the specs and what we're gonna do with it and all that other fun stuff. But it's gonna be
Yeah,
great.
people like unboxings, and they feel like they get to be part of an experience. Like, oh, cool, you're seeing it for the first time at the same time. You just random stuff. I don't know. It's neat. I'm a dork.
Hey there, everybody. Did you like this video? If you did, we got tons more like it on the Overmark YouTube channel. So what are you waiting for? Go check it out. We have our weekly podcast episodes, tons of shorts, and all of our old backlog. So just check us out. Remember, like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.